This year at 2024 Wilderness Traverse, we've been asked to help support a research study. And we have a whole team of researchers here. So who are you and what's your name?
I'm Julia Tatosi-Dzepetnek, and I'm at the University of Regina actually, so coming here from Saskatchewan. And we are interested in some fatigue data. So what better way to get very, very fatigued people than be at a 24-hour wilderness adventure race?
How did you learn about adventure racing?
Well, I actually used to do adventure racing when I lived in Ontario about 7 to 8 years ago. And my husband is very involved in adventure racing, so it's kind of been in our family for a while.
So what is this study looking to learn?
So we are actually looking at markers of fatigue in the saliva of the racers. So we're going to get a pre-saliva sample, and then we'll get a post-race saliva sample when they cross the finish line. Or if they DNF, we'll still get their saliva and then correlate some of the proteins that we find in the saliva with individual factors that might influence fatigue.
So what are you going to learn?
We are going to learn about what types of proteins are in our saliva that are biomarkers of fatigue, and the hope is that we can use that in military settings, in combat, to have a better idea of how to predict fatigue or explain fatigue in people in the field.
So how did our racers help you out?
Well, we're just about to start, and we're super excited to meet everybody that's going to come here today. We're going to collect the data on these data collection forms. We're going to look at the saliva, as I just said, to look at proteins in the saliva as biomarkers of fatigue. We'll also look at hand grip to look at neuromuscular fatigue, and we're also getting a little bit of body composition and anthropometric data, so height, body mass, body percent fat, waist circumference, that kind of stuff. So the athletes here today, the racers here today, are going to come over and give us some of their data at baseline, and then we'll see them off tomorrow at the start of the race, and then we'll wait around until they cross that finish line and get the same data post-race.
So who's your team here?
Oh, so they are all from the University of Guelph, actually. A colleague of mine, Dr. Jamie Burr at Guelph University, is loaning me 5 of his grad students so that I can have some help with this data collection today and tomorrow.
Okay, now it's Sunday morning. A lot of teams are across the finish line. We're checking in with Julia. How is the research going today?
It's been amazing. So many people have agreed to participate in this. We had 62 baseline samples collected, and as the teams are rolling through, they're all super willing to help and continue to be part of the study. Even if they're down in their spirits, they're still willing to be part of this project. So it's just an amazing community here.
So where does, we're collecting information behind you, they're filling out surveys, they're taking saliva samples. Where does the data and information and samples go from here?
Yeah, so we've collected all of the data on dry ice provided to us by Cedar Lane Labs, which is amazing that they are on board with all of this. And it's going to get shipped out to Virginia, George Mason University, to my colleague, Dr. Joel Martin. And he is the one that is the brains behind all of the proteomics work in the fatigue, in the proteins in the saliva to look for markers of fatigue.
Excellent. So what's kind of the impact of this research that you would hope? How does this become practical, useful information for the world?
Yeah, so I mentioned a little bit before the race started that our goal is to try to look for these markers of fatigue that can then help us identify those who are fatigued in combat or in the field. But the way that we're really adding to the literature with this is that most of the studies that have been done in this field have been done in the lab environment, not in the field. And we in this environment are collecting field data in adventure racers, which is an amazing surrogate for military personnel.
Well, I think our racers and the race organization have appreciated having you guys be a part of the weekend. It's added a whole new level to it, and we're happy that it's being useful for you guys.
Yeah, it's been amazing. Thank you so much for helping with everything and being so on board and supportive throughout the entire process.
We look forward to seeing the results and seeing what we learn.
Yes, definitely.
Thanks, Julia.
Thanks.
One, squeeze, 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 go, 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 go! Perfect. You can place that down on the table again. All right. One more time. One, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Go, 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 go. Perfect. Amazing. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your help.